What's going on, y'all? Hey, I wanted to review this light that I got. I've been looking for quite a while to try to find one. This is the NiteRider 850, the Lumina Micro. I got it for its pretty small size because I wanted something for my helmet. I already had a magic shine on my handlebars, which I'll talk about in another video, and it's pretty good, but I definitely, well, the first time that I rode at nighttime, I found out I definitely needed something on my helmet. As everybody knows, and I'm sure you've seen in plenty of other videos, when you're riding trails on a mountain bike, you go through a turn, your handlebars are still pointing straight, but you should be looking where you need to go. That's where you need something on your helmet. So, I've been waiting pretty much a year to get this thing. I never really even thought about having a place around here to ride trails at nighttime. And I got hurt last January, and I think it was maybe February or March, something like that. Seth Bike Hacks, on his videos, he put up a night ride video, and I was like, dude, I have got to do that. So once I saw that video, I was like, oh yeah, I have got to get out there. So I waited a year. Finally, I've started back riding, and I'd say my second night ride on a trail, it was nighttime. So my buddy has one of the Sigma lights like he uses in his, and it's the Sigma Buster 700. So I tried that out. It was pretty good. Good enough to the point where I was like, yeah, that's one I definitely need to get. Well, of course, I go to get it and it's unavailable. I check eBay, I check Amazon, try to check their site. Pretty much the only thing I can figure out is off of eBay you can get it European shipped from Germany. So I said, well, let me try to find something else, first, and if that doesn't work out, I'll try to get one of those. So that's where this came in. I actually checked out Worldwide Cyclery's review video, and they had this one in there. I was actually thinking about getting something bigger for my helmet, and I'm glad I got this one. They have the 1200 boost, which would have been more light, but I'll get into a little bit later why this one was a better choice. This one was pretty good price. It's $47. I got it off Amazon. I got it in like 2 days. The thing about it is it comes with a handlebar mount, which to me, I don't think this joker's got enough power for the handlebars. If you're maybe riding down a boardwalk or something like that, yeah, it'll probably do okay. But for a helmet light, to me, in the trails, you need something, something pretty bright. So that's why I went with this one. The mount that I got, I had to get it separately. Like I said, it only came with a handlebar mount, but I got this mount here. You can check that out. It goes to a GoPro mount. So the Sigmas actually use a Velcro mount and works on this particular helmet pretty well. But this one with a GoPro mount works pretty good. I was worried about it sitting up pretty high because actually when I got hurt a year ago, I broke my neck and my back. So obviously my neck getting brought back because hooking a light into a tree or something like that is a pretty high priority to not happen. So I wanted to get something that was pretty low profile, and I'll show you with this on the mount. Locks in there pretty good. Obviously it takes a little bit of force. But sitting on there, like, it looks huge, but when I compared it to my buddy's Sigma, it's really not that bad. I've got my GoPro here to kind of compare it to that. Like, GoPro actually sits up higher, but the weight, I will say, like, I notice it being up there for sure. Most of your helmets have this click function on the back. I click that joker down about as tight as I can get it when I have it on there, because otherwise it does kind of feel like, you feel it up there for sure. So with that clicked down pretty good, and I actually cinched, my actual strap down pretty tight. With that on there, you don't really feel it, but you do definitely notice it. So as far as performance of this thing, honestly, like, I was expecting a little bit more than what it'll do. It does have 3 settings, which I'll show a comparison video. Obviously the camera's just going to focus to change for the light brightness. But it does have 3 settings, and it also has a flashing function. Me personally, if I'm riding in the daytime, I ain't going to take the time to put a helmet light on because it just adds more weight. But it does have that if you want to use it. Like I said, the mount works pretty good, pretty easy. I had some extra GoPro mounts laying around and stuck that baby on there, and she worked pretty good. One little note about GoPro mounts. I know these things are made to look like you just use your fingers to tighten them, but definitely use a screwdriver, otherwise she gets kind of loose. So, like I said, it's pretty bright, but it was not as bright as I was expecting it to be. When I used my buddy's Sigma, that thing is no joke. Like, It's a little bit bigger than this one. It does sit up maybe a little bit higher, but if I had the choice again to go back and get one or the other, I definitely think I would get the Sigma light. It's just more performance. And the battery life on this one, to me, I don't have it proven. Like, I could sit here and probably put them out and see which one dies faster, but I think the Sigma does last longer from what my buddy Mike has said. But overall, for $47, you really can't go wrong with this thing. It does work well, and it is bright. I had it on full brightness when I rode with it the other night. We waited until it was about pitch black to cut the lights on. It lasted about an hour and a half. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to put another like solid full charge on it and see if maybe it lasts a little bit longer next time. Maybe I didn't have a full charge, but I thought I did. One good thing about it is when the battery does start dying, it'll automatically go down to a dimmer brightness to maybe make it last as long as it can. But man, once it gets dim, it really ain't doing much at all for you. So as far as charging, it uses a Type-C connector. Of course, just like everything else, it comes with a cord that's that long. So thankfully I have a longer Type-C that I use, and actually just plug it right in the cigarette lighter in the truck and just let it sit there and charge and keep it charged up for whenever I need it. So for total price, 47 bucks plus the mount, it was $12. I got two mounts because the first one I actually lost. So this one I made sure to put it on my helmet real quick. But $47, 12 bucks, both off of Amazon. I thought it worked pretty good. So I'll show you some videos on the wall. I don't know if that shows anything for you or not, but at least you'll kind of see the brightness. And I'll actually compare it to the Magic Shine that's on my handlebars, which quote unquote is supposed to be 2000 lumens, but we all know how that is. So thanks for checking it out. So here's the lowest setting. This is the second setting. And here's the third setting. So don't really show you too much, but you can see the difference in the levels. That first setting's pretty dang dim, man. You can't do much with that. I think I'm going to have to run on the third setting and just be mindful of how long I've had it on. Alright y'all, so I just kind of wanted to show you what it looked like out here in the driveway. Give you an idea. That's the lowest setting. Medium and high. So it ain't bad. This is with the handlebar light. That makes quite a bit of difference. Not bad. Could be better, but not bad.